I think one of the things that is so interesting is when they interview people about Donald Trump, they don't like him, and what they don't like about him is the way he talks and the kinds of and his behavior, which I often don't like. I mean, he can be bullying, he can be brusque, he can be rude to people, and people don't like that. And they fail to see, or they at least are not thinking about the fact that they themselves, their lives have already gotten better under the Trump administration. The economy is booming. Most of the people who don't like him are doing quite well. They don't go back. You know, I went back the other day and looked at a quote by General Mattis, the defense secretary, Mad Dog Mattis, they call him Jim Mattis. And saying, you know, Donald Trump has given us the go-ahead to annihilate ISIS. So that was about 9-10 months ago. And ISIS hasn't been annihilated, but their caliphate has virtually been annihilated because of Donald Trump's being the way he has been as a commander in chief. And he gives all the credit to the military, as he should. But still, it was under his command. And that's the kind of thing that's so amazing that's not being reported. And instead, what's being reported is he called Bob Corker a name, and he's in this little squabble and that little squabble. And it really is an interesting situation. So what you're asking me, and I don't have the answer, I don't think anybody does, is will the image overtake the reality? And I think that that's a really interesting question. I think a lot of it is going to depend on what Congress does. I think if he can get some major legislation passed and the economy really takes off, it's already gotten much better than the experts said it would. But I think if that happens, it may be that people learn to live with his slightly offbeat behavior. I mean, he is a character. There's just no question about it. And I think that what I always say about him is I don't like bullies very much, but it's hard to root against a bully when he's fighting 10 other bullies. And I think that that's what's happening to Trump. He's fighting a media that has bullied the right into silence and submission. I talk to men who are literally afraid to say that women are different than men, or that a man in a dress is not actually a woman. I talk to people who are literally afraid to say that out loud or apologize for saying it. That is the bullying of the press. That is the shroud of ignorance and silence and untruth that the press, the media has wrapped us in. All those 5 Ps you were talking about, mostly I think the professoriate and the press have wrapped us in. Trump breaks through it in a very brusque, rude, bullying way sometimes. But I think it's important that he breaks it. And I think he's doing God's work in doing it.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch The Daily Show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.